Previously, on the last episode.
Oh my gosh, maybe Santa's totally just tripped outside and fell on her face. I'll take kisses.
Ever need any help? I'll be around. Hey, are you gonna eat your cake?
Welcome you guys to another episode of HEC-PLAYS. We're still playing Asagao Academy. It's episode 3, part 3. And we're about to figure out why Mai is hunched over and what she's feverishly writing about. Hey, Mai? Huh? She didn't bother to look up. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? She shuffled through the papers on her desk before producing a thick textbook. A demure man? A man in a powdered wig frowned at me from the cover. Yeah, this one! I sighed. I don't have that one. School must have missed it. Yeah, I know that feeling. Mai shrugged and set the textbook back in her pile. They have a bunch at the library. They have a bunch at the library. You can just check one out. Where's the library? Mai raffled through her notebook and wrote something down. She tore paper out and handed it to me, crudely drawn map. Wow. Oh, well, okay, well, I'll be back in a little bit. Huh. It took me at least 20 minutes to find Larry. By the time I realized I was holding the map upside down, the sun was setting. Shouldn't that be backwards? The library was much larger than I expected. The walls lined from floor to ceiling with books of all sizes and rough wooden shelves. Immediately, I headed for the front desk. I don't have time. A recognizable green and gravy jacket was bent behind the counter. Normal boots. I briefly considered running away. Hey. Can I help you? Too late. Yeah. The school forgot to give me one of my textbooks, and I was told to get it here. Which one was it? The History 309 textbook. He stepped from behind the counter and motioned for me to follow him. We dodged between the aisles in the comfort silence. He seemed friendly enough. I should say something. What was his name again? Shane? Gerard? John? It's not John. Setch! That is lovely. Huh? Like, what? You guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a little break to talk to you guys real quick. I don't know if you guys have ever had that feeling or that moment whenever you're recollecting a memory, and that memory is so vivid, and perhaps maybe it's still fresh, where you're going through it, and when it's your turn to say something, because it's almost as if you were transported through time back at that moment, and or you're having a thought where a question is being asked, and someone's looking at you in this memory like, hey, what do you want? Like hot dog or hamburger? And it's your turn, but out loud in present day, you explain, you're like, hot dog please. And you are in no circumstance in which to, everyone looks at you around the room if there are people around, and most likely there is, and you're like, and you kind of have to go about, explaining, I'm sorry, it was kind of weird, but this is what happens. I don't know. It's happened to me plenty of times, and this was a very beautiful moment, because, man, that sucks when that happens, and Hana knows it. Oh, you work here? Ugh. Of course he worked here. He chuckled, dimples appearing on his cheek. Yeah, I'm the librarian's assistant. It's my second year, and I love it. I get to help people find books that speak to them. Oh, man. And he's a second year. That means he's younger than us. Okay. His eyes twinkled like a kid's on Christmas. Your book's right down here. He stopped at the row of thick, dusty books. Was this all history? And I pulled out the book with the powdered wig man I saw earlier. Thanks. He waved his hands. These are not the droids you are. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything else? I wanted to make a good impression to the Normal Boots Club, but I couldn't come up with anything. No. Thanks. What'd he say? You're welcome. As we headed back through the campus library, what? As we went back through the library, my unease melted away. We weren't talking, but just being near him felt like being wrapped in a soft blanket. I resisted the urge to snuggle up to him. This guy seems legit. I like him. We neared the front desk, stepping around a clump of studying students. As we passed by, one of them shifted. Ah! Something white flew past my face. A thick piece of triangle paper lay at my feet. I bent over and picked it up. It was surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. If I was just a hair slower, it would have hit me in the face. The student snickered, and I recognized the boy that made fun of my hair this morning among them. My heart dropped. I scanned my memories for anything I might have done to offend them, but I didn't come up with anything. I wrote that wrong, but whatever. My hands started to shake. I hid it behind my back, trying to think of some way to defend myself. Why did you do that? Huh? What do you mean? We were just messing around. Are you suggesting we did it on purpose? I faltered. There was nothing I could say. I was outnumbered, and they would twist my words around no matter how straightforward I was. No, Sorry. One of the boys held his hand out for the paper. I inched closer to give it to him, angry at myself for being so compliant. I wish I were. A gentle warmth closed over my hand and took the paper from me. Satch examined the paper closely. I see what the problem is. Your aim would be better if you cut the corners before you folded it. He placed the paper on the table. The boy looked at him in sheer awe. Be careful, though. You almost hit her, and that would have been awful. My hands began to sweat as panic shifted through me, afraid of the response, but geez, we're sorry. We'll be careful next time. Yeah, it was an accident. They apologized. Thanks. I appreciate it. He gave them a wide smile and continued off down the aisles. I followed closely behind, my legs weak. Don't tell me they stopped because of him, simply because I was with him. Alright. Real talk? I've only been at the school for less than 1 day. And this nice man, Mr. Satchback, just saved my life. I think we know who we're going for. You know how we do! Always go for the hero, son. I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice wouldn't shake. We reached the front counter, and he scanned the history book, my lips trembling as I willed myself to say something, anything to thank him. He tilted his head to the side. What books do you like to read? Oh, fiction? He chuckled. I just finished a good book. I think it'd be right up your alley, if you don't mind me saying so. He reached under the counter to pull out the thick green book and passed it to me. A man in black stood in the front, hugging a woman in royal robes. It's long, but it's one of my favorites. The Princess Betrothed. That's awesome. I know things can be tough transferring to a new school. But if you ever worry, you just read this. It'll transport you 100 miles away in a second. Tears stung down my eyes, so I ducked my head. Setch! That's so lovely. Thank you, Setch. For more than just the books. You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name. My name is Hana Mizuno. I'm a transfer student, but of course you already knew that. Well, it's nice to meet you, Hana. Let me know how you like the book. I will. What a beautiful day. That couldn't have gone any better. Well, except for the fact that I was literally bullied in front of this person, but because of that, I fell in love, so I guess it's okay. Wow, that was awesome. That was amazing. Not only was Satch impossibly kind, but being around him felt easy, refreshing, like being doused in the mist of a waterfall. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? My cheeks hot. I left the library, two surprisingly heavy books under my arm. Oh yeah, that's right. The Princess Betrothed and also the history book. I was like, 2? I settled into bed, eager to get started with the new reading material, but Maya was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the page of her notebook. Every few minutes, she released a long, drawn-out sigh as the lead of her pencil whined against the lead of her pencil whined against the paper. Wait, do we have anything new? Never mind. I lowered my book and took the bait. Is something wrong, Mai? She let out another dreary sigh. Oh, I hope Jared notices me this year. Does Jared know that you like him? Mai whirled around in a fine shocked. I don't like Jared. Oh. I closed my books and set it aside, deciding to play along. Well, have you at least tried talking to him? No. I mean, I have before. Why don't you try again? She bobbed her head from side to side, considering this like it never crossed her mind before. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Satisfied, I picked my book back. Oh. You had a boyfriend, Hannah? Me? No, never. I wish you would have gave us the choice. I just really wanted the choice. Really? Never? Never. Well, now we know something about Hannah. I bet you 10,000 yen. I had to read that like very closely. And you meet a totally cute boy here and fall in love by the end of the school year. You're crazy. I buried my face back in my book, bearing from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the school year. If I was a betting kind of girl, I'd take that. Well, looks like we're about to figure out what happens next time. Yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. This is really cool. I really like this so far. I really hope you guys like it too. I'm kind of getting close to the ending of the first recording session. But if you like this, please like, please subscribe, go to the Patreon, support this, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye, y'all. Bye bye.